And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I
But
can get
why?
this on the first. But
Wait,
what?
Dave.
What?
Rob's here.
Rob's here.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
I hope this works.
If
I
we're
can't
quiet enough, we won't be on the internet.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is very fair.
Kick him back out. He doesn't have the wig.
Yeah.
I only have so much
He
time.
had one job.
Hold on, he's not showing up on screen. Someone buy me some time. Jess, you do it this time.
Mhm.
Well, guys, let me tell you about Bobby's usual announcements. Careful,
ahead, tell 'em
Cantrip
about it.
Platinum.
Oh yeah.
Expected in some amount of unspecified time.
Well done. You've been reading the cards.
With a plethora of vague and brand new features.
Such
do you need
as?
more time, Dave? Such as, but I said vague.
Yes, and Jess. Yes,
Such
and.
as better features. Very improved,
It's all true. It's all true.
excellent stuff, cutting edge technology.
Everybody, let's give it up for CC Platinum's new spokeswoman.
Hey. Thank you.
You got the job.
I can't wait for this to be on the podcast and all the podcast listeners being really confused as to why this is the intro because they have no context that Rob wasn't here.
Podcast people.
Hi, Spotify.
Oh
The
my
worst part
God.
is when I ask you to keep going, Jess.
Ooh.
Oh, go. Okay.
I'm
All
still
right.
invisible.
You're not done. Keep going.
And then we are anticipating Careful Cantrip Platinum 2.0.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Tell us all about that one.
Dropping the
Jess.
bombs.
Yeah,
I
give us
got
that.
the
Give us all the deets.
Exclusive.
And she's fired. We're not supposed to talk about Careful Cantrip Platinum 2.0. It's far too early for that.
It's like the exclusive club.
She broke our non-disclosure agreement, so
I'm so I'll let myself out.
yeah.
You'll be hearing from our lawyers.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a Rob
Hey.
appeared.
Hey!
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, now Rob, buy us some time now that you're here.
Rob.
What? I'm still trying to get ready myself.
I gotta do
man.
other stuff, okay?
So, Bobby, how's that Careful Cantrip Platinum coming along?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of that before in my life.
You guys are great at this, let me tell you.
Horrible.
Hey, speaking of buying random time, did you guys know that Bobby streams
No,
over on Bobby Draws
Wow,
on,
you are
on
fired.
Twitch?
Oh, wow.
I don't care. I'm going to celebrate my friend because my friend does cool things on the internet, and that's it. It's going to happen.
Do we
Enjoy
get
it.
to spill each other's secrets now? Is that this time?
We do. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what my secret is. I feel like my life is on the internet, literally.
That's true.
Like I don't. Yeah, I like have no actual time outside of being streaming.
They're all following you now, Bobby.
Done.
Guys, if you love me, you'll go to my channel right now. You'll unfollow. You'll report it. You know, all the things.
Yeah, no, just
Makes sense.
go to his channel and just keep typing in Sundare, and then just leave it be. Like just hashtag Sundare energy.
Okay, I don't know what's happening, but is Rob on the screen for the internet right now?
I see
Yeah,
myself.
I
You see
him.
yourself? Okay,
Yeah, he's on
fantastic.
screen.
Then we're just gonna roll with it
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay. all right.
Amazing. Okay.
I'm here for it.
Do this. Do this.
So we're not sharing our secrets.
Oh, you can share.
Yeah, this is a safe space.
Oh,
Okay, ready?
Yeah, the internet.
Music's
Ready.
happening.
ready?
Music is happening, people. We have
We're
to
ready,
stop.
Dad.
Okay.
Ready.
Is it? Okay.
All right.
Woo!
So, when we last left our heroes, Tristan watched as his friends jumped through the portal and into Basil's book. And while tempted to join them, he remembered his mission. He had promised to find Basil's missing mother while the others sought out Sicarius within the book. Traveling to the Church of Ombros, He met with one of the priests that was overseeing the upkeep of the church. The Tabaxi remembered Basil's mother, Sarah. He continued to explain to Tristan that Sarah didn't have the necessary donation for a blessing and was turned away. Tristan continued to press the priest for information, even resorting to violence, but that was all he knew. As he left the church, he was ambushed by an unseen assailant wrapping around him and holding a dagger to his throat. The female voice demanded what Tristan wanted with a librarian. Tristan assured her that he was a friend and that he had been sent by Sarah's son to locate her. Making herself visible, the assailant introduced herself as Tinsley, a young tiefling woman that had been searching for Sarah. With no real information to offer, Tinsley attempted to leave Tristan in the alley behind the church. However, Tristan was able to convince her to allow him to assist him in the search for the librarian. Tinsley then led Tristan to someone she had been working with on the disappearance, a Warforged detective named Nick Shard, who inquired to Tristan's knowledge of the Red Tome. Meanwhile, inside Basil's book, the party discovered a glowing magenta version of Sicarius inside of Grimoire's Fear. And while happy to find their friend, something seemed off about this version of Sicarius. He seemed very friendly, even a bit flirtatious. After a somewhat awkward conversation, the party found the portal to move forward within the spherescape. Landing in a forest, the party pondered whose sphere this was. Not a moment later, a group of dark-armored soldiers ambushed the party, causing injury to many of them. And while the battle was mostly back and forth, a magic wielder cast a spell on the brutish soldier, allowing him to grow 3 times their original size. As the party became anxious of continuing the battle, 2 large bears burst through the tree line, attacking the giant and forcing them and those who were left to flee. As the battle came to an end, the bears suddenly began to change their shapes and sizes into that of humanoids, a brother and sister duo named Jarsa and Nimia. And while none of the party members had seen the 2 before, they bore a striking resemblance to Oksana. The party was invited back to their village where the tribe of the Red Rock resided. There the party met with the chieftain, Sigor, and Sigor explained to the party of the continued attacks of the dark-armored individuals and worried about further attacks and that they could be imminent. The party then questioned the chief if anyone had seen a man that looked like the newly dubbed Love Sicarius. He was unable to confirm, but there had been reports of a man that would glowed yellow out in the forest. As the chieftain continued, he was abruptly interrupted by the youngest daughter bursting into the room. He introduced her to the party as Anna, describing her as his little ox. As the words left his lips, the party quickly realized that they were in fact in a story of Oksana's past. Soon after, Sigur's wife entered the room to offer healing to the party before they embarked on their search. Taking them to the infirmary, the Goliath woman named Talia began to work on Grimoire. Removing the threads barely holding his makeshift stool leg prosthetic in place, she began to cast a magical spell. It grew forth from the otherwise wooden splintered stub to that of a fully functioning leg, albeit in wooden form. And as Grimoire leapt down from his cot, a smile graced his and all of his friends' faces, having now watched Grimoire become just a bit more whole. And so, our story continues. As Basil's finished up being patched up from Talia, she cuts the end of a rolled bandage. V continues to rub some ointment into her chest for the burn wounds. Talia looks up to Basil. That should fix you up just fine. Who's next? As she begins to look around the room, Oksana, while you show no effects of the air wound in your shoulder, the pain still throbs immensely. Talia looks to you. What about you? It doesn't look very comfortable. As she gestures towards your right side.
She'll look at her a little uncomfortably. Do I have time to sort of take off the necklace so she doesn't recognize it? Can I?
You can go ahead and try a stealth check for me.
Yes, I sustained some hits. Ooh, I always forget to roll with my actual dice, you guys.
Oh, blasphemy.
That was a bad decision. 10.
10. As she continues to stare at you, you awkwardly try and break away from the from her viewpoint. However, you fumble a little bit with the necklace clearly in view at this point. She gives a little bit of a smirk as she gestures towards a stool that sits in front of her. Come, sit.
Yes, thank you. I'll sit down. I'll try to put it like in one of her pouches on her hip, and then I'll just give her my other arm so she can do her work.
So you've ripped the necklace off entirely at this point?
Yeah, I took it off. I put it away.
What the fuck?
Okay. As she begins to examine your shoulder, her hands run up your arm for a moment, stopping momentarily on some of your markings. As she does, you now see similar markings on her wrist and forearm, but more woven in nature. She glances towards the pocket that you've now just stashed the necklace in, with a very, very interesting stealth check there. She looks up towards you, and your eyes meet for a moment. While she remains stoic, her eyes bleed of both confusion and understanding all at once. She closes them as she draws in a deep breath before moving onward to your back. That is a very interesting necklace. It's very similar to mine. Are you aware of its meaning?
I am not. I have never seen another like it. I have had it since I was a girl.
It is a talisman meant for protection. It's said to hold the spirits of the forest within. When someone wears it, one of the forest spirits will keep its wearer safe while they are under its branches. It's a tradition in my family that it is passed down to the youngest, to signify that they too are strong, as strong as any of the others that have come before. I hope that one day, if you perhaps have cubs of your own, you would want to do the same for them.
Yes, I will. Now that I understand what it means. Thank you for sharing this with me. I have always wondered.
You are very welcome.
Does she look like she knows?
The look that she gave you, again, while burning with confusion, there was a sense of understanding, a sense of recognition.
I would like to hear more about your family, your past and traditions. Perhaps we can talk later.
I would like that very much.
She'll kind of give her the same sort of knowing glance without trying to push too hard.
Okay. As she completes spreading some ointment onto your wounds. She wraps it up as best she can. There. As good as new.
I thank you for this. We are all in debt to you.
Hopefully this debt will never have to be repaid. But we thank you. On behalf of myself, my husband, and our tribe.
Hopefully, it won't have to be repaid.
Yes, well, I overheard my husband speaking to you of the soldiers that seem to have a fondness for attacking our people.
Right. Well, I think we've already established that we are going to be helping with that task.
Let it all end well for everyone then.
We will do everything we can. They are after the stone, yes?
Yes.
We will help you to protect it. It is rightfully yours.
Well, there is much that you don't know of this stone, but nothing I'd be able to share to outsiders at this point.
I understand.
But we're all friends here. Oksana, as you stand up and turn to face your friends again, you now see Jarsa leaning up against the doorway. Shouldn't we not say that we are here as friends and kin once more? We have already fought together. We have drawn blood together. This is our way. A smile graces Jarsa's face. I believe the cottage is ready for you.
For us.
Yes, of course.
We
You
get
are
a
guests amongst our people.
That's awfully nice of you.
It is a place to rest up. Get your strength back. We have food, we have ale, we have beds, we have hot spring.
Hot spring, huh?
Ah,
I would like to try
I knew
that.
I liked you for some reasons.
Uh-huh. We are going there later, you guys.
Most definitely.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
Sicarious, no.
What? I say there you go. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come, you all follow. As he turns
Yes.
and begins to walk out the door. As Oksana, you begin to walk away, Talia reaches forward and grabs your arm for a moment. We'll come visit you. I look forward to our conversation.
Yes. I will wait.
Yes.
She'll leave awkwardly. So-
Greamer almost misses the fact that everyone left because he was still tap dancing in the corner. Oh, wait up, guys! I'll be right there.
I was watching the tap dance. It was very impressive.
Just having a good old time in this corner.
Sicarius was just watching the ointment being applied.
Okay.
No. Where's no?
Lock him up.
That's
We
enough.
need another cottage.
Don't worry, I will share.
Oh
I keep this close by.
God.
I think that's a good idea.
As Jarsa leads you outside of the establishment, you continue onward through the village. Many individuals are out, enjoying their day, if not working. A few people wave to Jarsa and yell towards him in a friendly greeting manner, as he does to reply. He kind of leans back. Who would be directly behind Jarsa right now?
I think I would follow him out.
As he kind of leans back, still looking forward, he says quietly over his shoulder, "There are many perks of being the chief's son, if you know what I mean."
I don't. Tell me.
Well, I have many friends. I have many foods and gifts that people. You know what? Don't worry about it. And he just continues to keep walking forward.
It seems like beautiful place.
Must be
I
very
admire-
similar to the forest in the city.
I don't know. I have never been there.
You should see it one day.
Now that I know it exists, I will seek it out.
Our people are there. Perhaps that's where you are from. You just do not remember it.
It's possible. It's possible.
I am very smart. I know these things. I see it. Not much gets past me, not Jarsa.
Is this a family trait?
Of being smart?
Yes, smartness.
Well, for many. Myself, mother, Talia, of course, father, Sigor. Nimia, she has her own ways of doing things. And Anna, well, she is more of the... She is like shining sun, where she brightens everyone's day, but you don't want to look at her for too long.
And she'll look
Green
at
world.
Go
Greenwood
ahead.
pulls on V's little half skirt, whatever the hell we called it. I can't remember.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Okay,
Get your attention.
I think it was a flag.
It's sort of like,
Denim jeans.
No?
it's sort of like watching two like drunk babies talk to each other. Huh?
Yes, I'm getting deja vu and I don't know why. It's so weird. But, yes. Hey, Grimoire,
Yeah.
does she realize that that's her?
You'll know, I was thinking about that for a while, and I think we gotta give Oxy a little bit of credit, man. I mean, it's kind of like, right there in our face. Even she should, as aloof as she might be at times, I think she's aware.
Right. I would assume she would be aware, but she's being particularly aloof again, as you say. Wouldn't you want to meet yourself if you could?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, well, maybe it's just me then.
He'll just walk forward and back up to being behind Oxy.
Okay.
Tell me more about Oksana. Or sorry, Anna, your sister.
And then at that point, Creamer looks back at me and goes, "She knows."
She is small. She has brown hair.
Uh-huh.
She likes to play in the dirt sometimes with rocks. I don't know why. I tried to teach her how to play sticks, but she wants to play rock.
She likes rocks.
Yes, I am fond of stick. She is fond of rock, and Nimia, with all of her writing, she is fond of parchment. There is a game we play. Stick, rock, parchment.
Don't.
How you play this game?
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we usually stand in quadrants. I know, big word, because of how smart I am. And the three of us stand
Cannon.
on angle with one another. And
Yes.
we take paper or parchment, rock, and stick and just run to the center. And whoever falls down last is winner.
Oh, who invented this sophisticated game?
Well, you are looking at the mastermind right here.
Wow,
Uh-huh,
very
uh-huh.
nice. Excellent. We will play later.
Yes, I will show you how to play stick. If you want to play parchment or rock, I am not your man.
Okay. Well, I'm sticky is fine. Sure.
Yes, sticky is fine. But on to
Top notch roleplay tonight,
Two
everybody.
drunk babies.
2 drunk babies.
it's like if me and Louisa were Russian. It's great. As you continue onward through the village, you finally arrive closer to the back, more of the northern side of the encampment. On a little bit of a plateaued hill, you see 3 large circular structures. You can see it's the same type of architecture as the rest of the village. Somehow, the main posts and physical beams of it have been grown directly from the ground, with a mixture of both engineering and what you would assume is nature magic. As you approach the largest building, you see that a thick trunk acts as almost stilts as the roots have now pulled out of the ground a little bit, hoisting the building itself up just a few feet off of the ground. You see a number of low branches close to the bottom of the trunk sprawled out now, creating a floor itself, wrapping around and intertwining. You see hardened vined wraps that hug around the curve of the porch on a bit of a circular decline, making for a perfect staircase. The dense canopy droops down over the sides of all the branched floor, allowing for a bit of shelter from the open exposed sky. Well, this is for you. As he opens the door, you can see the interior.
I like how you muted to talk.
I know.
Doing great, Jess. Doing great.
Staying in character.
I've been playing Oksana for too long.
We got to get you out of this village. It's affecting your mind somehow. As you
Does
all,
he have one of those necklaces? Does he have one too?
he does not.
Oh, okay.
Not the
right, 'cause
favorite
he's
kid.
not on the list.
Clearly,
Middle child
Stick
right
doesn't
there.
always win. As he opens the door for you, and you all enter into the building, you make note of the vibrant smell of sap and forest pines throughout the entire establishment. The building doesn't seem to have any rooms per se, but still bears all the necessities that you'd need. In the center of the room, a large wooden table that holds a cornucopia of freshly harvested vegetables and steaming cooked meats. On one side of the room, you see a number of cots that seem to line the wall, all seemingly built for the physique of a Goliath. Each bed would easily accommodate 2 of you, but not necessary given the amount of people and because Sicarius is being gross. On the opposite side, slightly poking out from underneath the canopy, allowing some exposure to the now dawn sky, you see a large stone structure, also circular. And from it you can see fresh, warm, bubbling water on the inside. Well, here is your place. Help yourself to anything. We have food, we have beds, we have hot spring. Yes?
Wow, you people know how to eat. Wow, look at this.
We must fill our guts to be this big and strong and smart like me.
This is what I'm always saying. They don't understand.
I understand you, Oksana. Don't you worry about that. These people are just, they're not on the same page. They have they have the growing of the brain to do.
Yes, all of them must grow their brains.
Yes.
You hear this? Food, number one.
Very
Yes.
astute of you. Thank you.
Good thing, actually.
We'll get right on that.
I will leave you now. But I will be
Thank
back
you.
in morning. Sigor, father, has asked me to accompany you to the place in the forest where the yellow man was seen.
Sure.
Okay. We will see you tomorrow then.
Yes, rest well. Enjoy hot spring. I will also teach you stick, rock, parchment later.
Yes. Sounds good.
Okay, good night. As he
Okay.
walks out the door and closing it behind him.
Just staring at Oxy.
Yep.
You guys,
hmm
this is a lot to process. But I think I know what has happened.
I would love to hear
I'm,
your thoughts.
I am on bated breath.
I think this was my home.
You fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Yes.
What led you to this conclusion?
hmm
Well, there are a few reasons. Number one, the little girl has names similar to mine. This I thought was coincidence, but then the Talia had necklace also similar to mine. Huh?
It's all coming together now.
Yes.
Can't argue with that logic.
Yes.
And I don't remember where I am from, so it is possible.
This
I
is
don't
it.
know. Maybe this book has done some kind of magic and it has remembered for me. This is what I think.
Well, this is quite the turn of events. Right, guys?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Why
but,
are you not more shocked?
No,
Well,
I think we're all speechless.
shocked.
It's it's definitely very illuminating to learn so much about that which was locked away. But you know, I mean, I don't want to be the fly in anyone's ointment here, but this is not a clear reflection of what may have been, but what remnants has been pulled from your mind that was already there. It can't create what it doesn't know. These people, this village, they're in there somewhere, and the
They
book
are
seems
in
to
me.
have- Yes.
Maybe you just need a throat punch.
Well,
Try.
it's
You
not-
can go ahead and try it if you want.
I
I
never
just
get an
try.
opportunity like this.
I don't want to actually hurt you though, Oksana. I feel like you know.
Greenmore starts laughing.
Let's just.
Well, listen. I'm very concerned because now I have met these people, and I think something bad will happen.
Okay,
Yes.
to reiterate, not exactly people. Imagination, just fabrics of your thought that are guiding us through this land. But I don't.
But they must come
If
from
they've-
somewhere. I want to know if this is my family or if they are not.
I think they are probably your family. I think what Basil is trying to say is that here they are not real. Because
That's what-
everything is not real here-ish. We could still die, you know. But
So
Yes,
how
very
can
much.
it
We
not
could
be
die.
real if we can still die here?
Well, we're real, so we could die. They're not real, so they can't necessarily die. Though they can portray the image of death and all that. It's like having a nightmare. Just because you have one in which someone or something dies, you could still have that nightmare again another night. It's the same sort of thing. You know, look, it's difficult to explain, and I think best for everyone if we maybe learn what we can, but Oxy, maybe not potentially get too attached. If this place has drawn these people out, then it will, for one reason or another, not be something enjoyable that lies ahead.
Did he just call
I
you
think-
Oxy?
I realize I did.
Okay, it's awfully familiar.
I'm sorry, that was very forward. I apologize, Oksana. I feel as though it was a means of me to try and maybe lighten the
please.
mood a little bit, maybe make it a little less serious. And I'm going to go have a bath now.
No,
That is
it
good.
was,
Oxy sounds really like a good name.
I was just going to say it is nothing compared to what I have endured from Sicarious in the past few hours.
What
so
have you
do not-
possibly have done that could be horrible?
I'm still not ready to talk to you again.
What did I do?
I don't think she appreciated you kissing her hand.
Come, let's hug it down. Come here.
No, Sicarius.
No, not the hand. Not again. So-
Can I shove him in the hot spring from here?
From here, the entire room is roughly about 60 feet in diameter. From where you are, you'd probably be somewhere close to the center, close to the table of food.
So no. I would.
I mean, you can try. You are very strong.
I'm just
I'll
as
try.
strong.
I'll
Oh,
try.
All right.
Shove him in the hot spring, or in the direction of the hot spring.
All right.
Can I help?
Yes, you can.
Then I want to do a reaction
by-
to try to hold on and drag her with me.
oh my God.
I am having
interesting.
important conversation.
And we're taking a dip right now since you started it.
So
I just want to help by getting behind him on all fours, like how you used to do with your friends, where like one friend gets behind the person, you push him over him.
all right. We'll start with a skill check from Grimoire.
Okay.
So what's a skill check?
Or sorry, a stealth check.
Okay. That is 19.
19. You're easily able
Even that
to
good.
sneak up behind Sicarius at this point, as he seems thoroughly involved with a conversation with Oksana at this point. Oksana, you go to, you take note of Grimoire kneeling down underneath, setting up a classic Oksana Grimoire duo, typical prank that you guys do.
We would do this with the bears in the forest all the time.
Yeah. I feel like Grimoire would be very more crushed if that was the case. Oksana, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
That is gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You
Hi,
lunge forward, pushing
I'm still getting a reaction.
Sicarius with all of your might. Sicarius, go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Oh shit! All right. 16.
16. Okay. As Oksana kind of lunges forward, you immediately a smile graces your face, thinking that now is the time. As you throw your arms out and embrace her, the both of you fall over Grimoire. Unable to pedal back, your footwork is immediately stopped as Oksana falls directly on top of you, face to face, in a very, very awkward situation. Your faces now just mere inches away from each other.
That backfired.
I grab him by the throat and hold him down and get up and
So rough.
like roll him over.
My fucking ribs. What do y'all kicked me?
Ugh.
Oksana, you continue to try and roll Sicarius the best that you possibly can as he kind of tries to get out of the way and just tries to evade your rolls as best as possible.
Son of a bitch.
V and Basil, as you watch the shenanigans happen, what are the two of you doing?
So aggressive, Oksana.
Somebody shut him up, or I will.
I'm going to I'm going to enjoy the very few brief respites that I have in this place. So I'm going to go and claim one of the rooms. Go get a towel and go and enjoy the hot spring before this thing turns horribly, horribly wrong and we die, or I die. And, you know, at the very least, I will be clean and fed before then.
Right.
So as you look around, you take note, and again, there isn't any rooms per se. It's more of a communal space, just one giant room for everyone.
Were there like three hutches?
There was.
Or is this specifically ours?
There's
Okay.
specifically one house that you're in right now. Then there's two others, not as large, close to it. You begin to look around also for a towel. Realizing that towels don't exist, you immediately draw one of the blankets off the bed and begin to make your way over to the hot springs.
V is just shaking her head at what's happening. And I guess after she will say, Sicarius, here, come with me. And she'll like leave her arm out to link with his.
Sicarius is currently being rolled across the floor towards the hot spring.
I'll wait for him to stand up.
As you kind of stand there and wait beside for a moment, Sicarius continues to try and get up, and Oksana just kind of puts a heel on his shoulder and kicks him down a little bit, repeatedly saying, nope, nope, nope.
What is the
Oksana,
problem? Let me up.
You will deal with him? I'll look at
Yes.
V.
Yes, I will take him for you.
Okay, I'm not a child here.
Well, behave like an adult then, Sicarius. I heard you. Stand up.
What are we going?
The inflection in your voice, Sicarius. I
It's
am
a simple
familiar with it.
question. I'd like to know where we're heading to.
We will go to the hot spring. I just
Ooh.
have one
And
question.
he starts taking his armor off.
All right, Sicarius, how about I meet you there in the hot spring?
You leave him. You're ghosting me. But okay.
See you there soon. Bye.
So yeah, Sicarius takes his armor off and everything and jumps into the hot springs.
Okay. Oksana, listen, I have a question for you. Now
Yes.
that he is gone. The necklace that you spoke about. I'm curious, what happened to it?
I put it in my pouch and I pull it out. This is what I wanted to ask Basil about. I am not sure how much I should ask them because I want to know, but I don't want to hurt anybody. This whole concept confuses me.
What do you mean hurt? You can't hurt them. They aren't real.
Oh, they feel very real to me.
Okay.
Am I within earshot from the hot spring?
It's like 60 feet diameter, the whole thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
so it's not a very large place. You can basically, unless someone is speaking very quietly, you can probably overhear their conversation.
Basil will say, you can ask them anything you want, but the answers that you'll receive are either going to be answers you already know or whatever maybe you believe. It may not necessarily be the truth, but if it does bring you some comfort, there is no harm in it.
May I be blunt with you, Oksana?
Yes.
We are in a book of nightmares, and this is not a nightmare. So, if I were you, knowing that the people who feel real to you aren't here, I would ask as many questions as you can, because it is coming from your own knowledge that you know, but you've forgotten. So before something terrible happens here, which it will probably happen, it's best to get all the information you can, because once we are gone and find all the other pieces of Sicarius and get out of here, you may not have this opportunity to talk to your own mind again.
I think this is wise. I am just afraid of what the answers may be.
And she kind of like, for the first time, you see her sort of You see, like fear. You see genuine fear or sadness.
Grimoire will. He was actually under V this time. He was getting ready for us to like crank her and push her over. But then after seeing the seriousness of the situation, he sort of just gets up and goes by your side, just kind of like pat your hand. And
Thank
puts his
you,
hand
my
in yours.
Thank you, my friend.
It'll be all
I
right.
am glad I have you all with me.
Yes,
You could
there's-
come with me over here too. I'm waiting.
I don't think he's talking to me.
I'm
No.
talking to all of you. Let's have a party.
Okay. All right. What are we going to do about this? Should we leave this version of Sicarius here? Basil, what happens if we only bring back 2 versions of Sicarius?
Excellent question.
Yes.
His personality will forever be altered and shifted, and this one here would eventually decay into maybe a nightmare creature. I don't know. It's all very.
He's already
unknown.
nightmare creature.
What the fuck is a body?
A what? A Pilates? What?
A body.
You
What's
don't
a
know
party?
what a
What's
party? You don't know
party?
what a party is?
No,
You've never been to a party.
I can't say I have. Does it hurt?
Only the good ones.
No! Do
Thank
not.
you. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say.
You're just a big barrel of ick, aren't you?
Grimo, a party is where friends or people who are wanting to get to know each other go in one place and they have fun together. They can play games, they can play music, they can drink. It looks like we could have a party in the hot spring. Not the party that Sicarius wants to have, but a different party.
You know what? I would like to take a moment to walk over to to wade over to Sicarius here, and this is happening. I'm going to grab a glass of something. And is there like a wine or like alcohol of some variety here?
You do see a bottle of ale. As you take note of it, you immediately have a wonderful idea cross your mind, one that inspires you.
Oh, just good. I feel inspired by my actions, and I'm going to walk over and I'm going to say, "Would you like a drink, Sicarius?"
But of course, thank you.
Excellent. Here, hold this.
Okay.
And I'm going to pour him a drink. But here's what's going to happen.
No.
I'm just going to keep pouring and not stop until like the alcohol is just pouring over his hand. I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to look him square in the eye. Square in the eye. Now, Sicarius, I want you to listen very carefully. What you are enduring is a bad thing. Love, lust, all of these things are emotions that, when wanted and warranted, are pleasurable. But as you can see, there is such a thing as too much.
He pulls the cup
Quantity
away.
is
Nope.
very important. I keep following him, and I'm pouring it on his face. Too much of a good thing can be irritating, especially when people don't want it. Do you understand, Sicarius, as I'm
Pours it
continuing
on
to pour
top.
it
Oh,
into...
this is what they're
like,
doing, and he pours it on top of your head.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I keep pouring it, and just until it's empty. Like, if you want people around you to have fun, and I'm gonna like wash some of the at this point you actually watch his Basil's hair is now like this like kind of slicked back. He goes, if you want people to have fun, understand moderation.
I
Basil,
don't understand.
make either a persuasion or an intimidation check for me. And you do have advantage.
That is a 23
Mm.
on my intimidate.
On intimidate? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sicarius, you begin to get what Basil's laying down. Clearly, he is a Debbie Downer. You definitely don't want to cross lines with Basil for the next little while.
No problem. I got 3 others
Basil
to
will-
play with.
Oh. Words choice. All right.
Basil will go put the mug down, like the empty jar, and he sort of says, "I tried," and just goes back and sits in a hot spring.
Grimoire,
Yeah.
when is
what's
your
up?
birthday?
I don't know what that is.
What day and month, what number and month were you born?
How the fuck would I know that?
How old are you?
I think somewhere around like maybe the 2. I think I'm like 12 or some shit.
Is this
Roughly
another Pavo thing
speaking.
now? Where we're
That sounds right.
Okay. You don't know when you were born?
No, I don't. Do you remember when you were a baby?
Not really, but I do know
Exactly.
But I've had other people tell me when my birthday was, and I suppose I believe them, as most people do. No one has told you.
You were there, right?
When is
Like,
your birthday?
When my birthday is July 12th, I really hope that Dave has that calendar in game. I'm so sorry.
Glad we went down this road. Fantastic.
He said party. I wanted to ask him about his birthday party, but now it's gone somewhere else. I'm sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Let me just write that
We'll just-
into my lore.
No,
Thank
we'll
you so
just
much.
we'll just bleep it out. It's fine. We'll bleep
And,
it
and
out.
what's the date? What's the date right now in like our current world?
And
do we have a 7-day week system?
The 7th of Shut the Hell Up Dag.
Oh, okay.
We've got a little while before my birth. I forgot what I was saying now. I'm so distracted.
let me remind you. You were asking me when
Hmm.
my birthday was. I said I
Right.
don't know. That confused you for some reason.
Right.
Birthdays don't exist in this world.
There you go.
All right. Well, no
Does
one
Mother's Day?
celebrated you.
I love my mom.
I know.
Guys, we have a
Okay,
world building show that happens every Sunday. If you have any questions about lore, go there and we'll see how it goes.
And you all call Sicarious crazy right now.
Well,
Are you painting your nails? Holy shit. I'm eating.
All right. Well, Grimoire, I hope that maybe we could pick a day, and then we'll celebrate it when we're out of this book together to celebrate your birthday. We'll celebrate your 13th birthday. Sounds ominous, but why not?
All right. I mean,
Or we could celebrate your 12th birthday now in the hot spring. This is not a hot tub stream.
well, I mean, not the biggest turnout, but
Oh, well, then we should wait till we get out. Listen, I love parties. So as soon as we're back in the city and everyone is safe, we will throw you a proper party. But
and you promise it's not gonna hurt, right?
no, it
He narrows
feels
his
good.
eyes at you.
Okay. It feels good. It's a happy time to celebrate.
All right, but I'm watching you.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Goes and starts looking through all the food to see if there's any fruits and stuff.
Okay. V, as you watch as Grimoire kind of hops up on the table and immediately kind of starts pushing aside some of the meats, Grimoire, you find, like I said, a plethora of harvested vegetables, mostly root vegetables and things that you'd find more in kind of a colder landscape. Not many fruits that you find here, but carrots, potatoes, a strange, what looks like a root, but for the most part, has the same features as that of kind of a humanoid. You can see a little bit of heads with the sprouts coming off the top, arms that kind of stretch down as well as legs. They aren't actually legs or arms, but they look similar to that, almost like a doll.
Okay.
Where does he see that? On one of the beds?
Nope, that's on the table.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
And it's. Hey guys. The fuck is this? Just point at it.
I don't know. Oksana, do you know what that is?
She'll just pick it up and sniff it.
As Oksana, you begin to sniff the root, you suddenly hear, Hey, what's going on here? What are you sniffing me for? Suddenly, the root vegetable now flips over. All you can see is a tiny mouth out the top. At least buy me some dinner first.
Greenmore falls backwards off the table, being startled.
I am sorry to have startled you, my friend.
You
Please.
should be. I was trying to have a nap.
She'll put him back on the table.
Ah, that's better. As it stands up and kind of brushes itself off a little bit. Don't want any of that human stink on me.
My name is Oksana. It's pleasure to meet you.
Ah, pleasure to meet you as well. They can call me, well, I don't think you understand. Do you speak vegetable?
Not that I know of.
I didn't think so. I believe in the common tongue of your people. You could call me Raudatal.
Ratatol?
Raudatal.
Raudatal.
Okay.
Got it.
Congratulations, Rowdy. You're a vegetable. Everything you wanted and more.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking to your food over there?
Hey, who's talking to you? No one. Everybody's talking to the vegetable. Who's the winner here? I like to party. Clearly, who's better at it?
I like the vegetable. I like. Sorry, what was it? What? How do you say it?
Rowdatal.
Rowdatal.
Just call me Rowdy. It's probably easy for your mouse to make.
Rowdy. Nice to meet you, Rowdy. Do you typically sit on tables where people are consuming food at as well?
Yeah, I mean, where do you sleep?
Not in places where people can accidentally eat me. So.
Well, then you're hanging out in the wrong places, Toots.
Okay, well.
I am afraid to ask the
Weird.
questions I have.
Yes.
I would check the other food as well, just while you're there.
Oh, don't worry, it's just me. I snuck in here not too long ago. I smelled all the goodness and thought I'd come in.
Wait a second. What do
You're
you
a
eat?
cannibal.
Yes, what do you eat? That's a great question, Greenmore.
Well, first off, that's a very personal question. But
Is it?
I eat... Well, have you happen to know that I eat sunlight?
Right. I should have.
Wow.
I guess.
It's a very, very light diet that I'm on.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
What did you say?
Well, I don't know what she said.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
You got it. You got it.
Wow.
Isn't
Yes.
it always dark here?
No, it's not always dark here. So, from what you recall, there is a version of sunlight here. It's
Okay.
just it gets muted because of the grayscape landscape.
Sicarius
I'll
is
be
now
honest.
getting out of the hot springs and working his way over to the table to eat.
Is he naked?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is pretty much? I need like. Is he just
Yes.
wearing
Sorry,
boots? Okay.
He's sitting down to eat
He's just naked at the table?
Just
Fully
at the
naked?
table.
Okay,
right now.
great.
Roll a Constitution check for me. Let's see
Oh,
how
you're
cold
gonna
that
get-
is. No, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna get a
Don't do that.
splinter right in
Don't
the
do that.
taint. All right. Just like that.
15.
15. You're doing fine.
All right.
As Sicarius goes and sits down at the table, the now vegetable Rowdy sits down, just kind of hanging his legs off the table. So what are you guys doing around here? I assume you're from here, but the rest of you don't look like any of the others.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm still having trouble because we're speaking to a tuber, but we're here just trying to find a big guy that looks like this naked guy over here.
This guy? You want to find more of this guy?
Well,
No,
want is a strong word, but we are looking for someone who looks like this guy.
We are looking for a copy of him that is less creepy.
Well,
I
let me
still
tell you.
don't understand what you're talking about.
To be
That's
fair,
all right.
we don't know if the next one's gonna be even creepier or some shit. We don't know anything about this.
I did not even think of that. God damn.
Yes.
It's been keeping me from taking a nap right now. That's the only thing keeping me up. Is that thought?
You know, you people remind me of my folks back home. They were just as crazy as you were.
Ooh,
That's a nice implement.
other
Where's your home?
vegetable people.
It's a patch not far from here.
That's lovely. Don't suppose you've seen other people that look like this person?
The guy that
Finding
glows
a card.
pink and walks around naked all the time? No.
I think it glows yellow, not pink.
He is
Yellow
not
one?
usually naked.
Yeah, the yellow one.
Sorry, can't say I have.
All right, we're not gonna have to ask you to leave, but it
What do you
has been
mean?
wonderful.
We're just getting to know each other. Besides, I need a place to hide out, okay?
From who?
From
What
what?
are you?
He leans in a little bit closer. Can you guys keep a secret?
It's my
Sure.
specialty.
Sure, yeah.
Well, I was supposed to go and try and find help. For my people. They've been under vicious attack lately. You know the old story. Gopher ate my grandma.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Anywho, I found these places. There's lots of big people here. There's no gophers around here. So I thought I'd stick around for a little bit. Listen, if it's all the same to you, I can just go hide in the veggies again. I'll have a nap. You won't even know that I'm here.
I think it's fine if you stay here.
Right, yeah, I'm sorry. That was rude of me. I was just still a little startled that I almost ate you. I prefer not to, harm creatures that don't mean me any harm,
Well, I wouldn't say I don't mean you. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Inside check.
Give me an insight check.
All of our faces are just like,
That is a 19.
Basil's still chilling out in the hot
plus
spring, by the way. Like,
yeah.
21.
Yes.
I finally rolled a good insight check, guys.
Okay,
It's on a fucking
congratulations.
vegetable person.
As he kind of glances over at you, you have a moment where you have kind of a stare back and forth with each other as you continue to chew on a carrot. He kind of looks and he says, "By the way, how's my neighbor taste?"
I always thought vegetarianism was the more proper path.
Nope. You're pretty much a barbarian. You are a brute and a barbarian, and almost a cannibal if you were a
Well,
vegetable
look.
yourself.
I can't survive off sunlight like you, so what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. There's plenty of other things. There's dirt. There's tree bark. You can eat that.
I tried eating dirt. I don't like it.
You need to acquire a more sophisticated palate then, my friend.
What about that? Why am I getting singled out here? Point to Oksana, who has food like all over her fucking face.
You see
she's
two
doing
giant
a
legs.
massive-
Yeah, she's two, like, almost the equivalent of two giant chicken legs in her hand. See? She knows how to attack the enemy where it hurts. In the thighs.
You are very confusing, little vegetable.
Grimoire looks down at the carrot he's eating and questions his entire life.
Oh no.
I think I need to go lay down.
Well, hey, listen. I know how you can make up for this. You seem really confused. You seem like you're having some kind of, paradoxal existential crisis as you chew on my neighbor. But I know how you can redeem yourself.
How's it?
You all come with me and help me take out the Gophers.
Is this what we're doing with this episode?
I wouldn't be against it. We could just go quickly. I have like a spell or two left. We could just thunder wave them all.
But they're not here. No, he said they are in another place. That he came looking for a safe place to hide and stumbled upon this place where they don't eat. I forgot already what kind of vegetable you are. I'm sorry.
Oh, me? My kind is known as mandrake.
Mandrake.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think they are from another place. You know what? We are very busy. This naked guy is quite intolerable.
I absolutely get it. I understand. You're not a fan of magical things and weapons of mass destruction or anything along those lines. It's okay. We didn't. There was.
Speaking of which,
there was I was gonna offer my people's reward, but if you're not interested, totally understand.
What is this reward?
I'm interested. Yes.
He leans in closer again. Have any of you ever heard of the legendary item known as the Zephyr Blade?
No. It sounds cool, though. What kind of a blade?
The Zephyr kind.
Okay.
Why do your people have this blade?
For protection, obviously. The
Wait,
Zephyr
it's so
Blade's
big.
known throughout the lands. It's been able to fend off many attacks, conquests left, right, and center. After the last war, it ended up with my people, so we hid it away somewhere. But if you could show yourselves to be true warriors, I could probably convince them to give you the Zephyr Blade.
The player right now does not trust whatsoever that this is a normal sword of any kind. It's probably like a fucking... It's like a gardening shovel or something. It's something.
I know.
But as for the character, well, you put me in quite a moral dilemma here. On one hand, I appear to be part plant now. Look at his new leg. On the other hand, you see him reach into his little poncho thing and pull out a very old, crusty-looking piece of paper. I haven't quite ruled out Gopher yet, in terms of what the fuck I am.
I don't think you're a gopher. You're a little big to be a gopher. And gophers don't usually have bat wings, or whatever the hell those things are.
Wait.
You mean this? And he'll lift up one arm, and those who haven't seen yet before, maybe, there's weird little flaps, too small to be wings of any kind, but they're just little, almost flaps of skin that go across his arm.
Wait, Grimoire. Pause. You don't know what you are.
Not at all. Do you?
Yes.
I mean, look at me, and he'll do a turn.
Oh, you. No, I don't know. No, but...
I don't know. If you ask me, you kind of look like, I don't know, half bat, half rabbit.
I do have those on the list. But you don't think I'm a gopher, huh?
No, you don't have the cahoots. Sorry, kid. Gophers are vicious creatures, almost as bad as snow geese. They will take you, your family, and all of your loved ones, and
right.
This is
Take,
the
he'll
weirdest.
take out like a quill and he'll just scratch out something on the list. and
Yeah,
put
you
it
don't
back
want to
in
be
the
one of
book.
them. You don't want to be one of them. So what do you say? You gonna help a guy out or what?
I have more questions about this blade. How big is it?
Yes.
Can you hold it?
That's a standard size blade.
For you or for me?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that, if I can hold something, then you can hold something.
There it is.
This-
Mhm,
mhm.
mhm.
So, would you say, what kind of powers does it have?
Oh, whoa. I can't give away all my secrets to a stranger. Either you're in or you're out.
You're telling me you can hold this blade?
I'm saying a true warrior can wield this blade.
Yeah, it sounds like an evasive answer. Guys, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, the question is, how long do you think this would take? How long to get to this place that you're from?
It's not that far. You guys' legs are way bigger than mine.
Right. So how long did it take you to get here?
I don't know. I'd say about 2 days. So what's that for you? Like 20 minutes?
Can you walk across this table for me right now, just so I have an idea of distance versus time passed?
Oh, you mean you want like a race? You want me to race across the table?
Yeah, just race across the table real quick.
All right. Well, I mean, it's I haven't done a 100-yard sprint since I was just a young mandrake, but
Whenever you're ready.
and he stands at the opposite side of the table. You can see almost a hardening of the root bark around his entire body as he slowly begins to bend over at the waist. You now take note that he has no legs and he has no knees and he has no elbows. As he immediately takes off, he just kind of hobbles back and forth along the table, a look of endurance and sheer will on his face.
Oh.
Cute.
Did you do your calculations, Grimoire?
Yeah. Can I at all glimpse into how long it would have taken? 2 days of travel would have been based off of that.
Roughly, I mean, it took him roughly about a minute and a half to run across a 6-foot table. So
Was he screaming like that the whole time? The whole minute and a half?
intermittently, he had to, stop and
to breathe.
take a long,
No, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Do we have to go now, or
No, I mean, I don't have anything better to do. I can hang out with you guys for a bit. I can show you where it is after if you want.
I think that would be best.
I don't know.
Unless any of you are feeling inclined to help this vegetable.
I feel bad that his family members are being ripped to shreds, but it's weird. I'm confused because we're in a nightmare world. This is not my nightmare, that's for sure.
Listen,
I
You
think.
feel bad? You want to go kill some gophers? Won't you feel bad for the gophers?
I mean,
This is
That's the
like
point. It's the circle of life, right? I mean,
yeah,
there's an order of things in nature, and I think everything's just happening as it's meant to.
I think Grimoire is right. I think.
As you say this, Rowdy now begins to kind of hobble towards the end of the table. I mean, Oksana,
Yes.
you are clearly a powerful and competent warrior.
Yes.
There has been a vegicide. And we need someone like you.
I will
And
tell you what.
he holds his hands, he holds his arms together again, not having elbows. They just kind of touch together. He doesn't have fingers in any way, shape, or form. And he begins to try and get down on one knee, but all he can do is kind of like do a lunge motion a little bit. I'm begging you.
You know, any other time I would, but I am kind of in existential crisis right now. There's a lot going on.
How many of you guys are in existential crisis? He can't figure out what he is. I don't know what your problem is, but let me tell you, you look great. You look fantastic today. I'm just, in case, I wouldn't be able to tell you're in crisis right now. You look competent and sharp as a tack.
Oh,
A tack that could kill Gophers if it needed to.
Yes, I think that we will think about it. We have lots to do, and we will let you know. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm fine with just going to kill the Gophers. We could it'd be quick, right?
I think, you know what? Then how about you go kill the Gophers?
All right.
And we'll be here at the hot springs when you're back.
All right. Sounds good.
Either way, I must say, Rowdy, we will tell tales of you. We'll give you a cool name of some kind, like Rowdy the Persuasive Parsnip, or...
I mean, it's a mandrake, but parsnips are close relatives of mine, so I won't take offense. I get it. We all kind of
maybe the manipulative mandrake.
I mean, that's got a good ring to it.
I'll workshop it. I'll be over here, and he just takes off his clothes and goes into the hot spring.
Okay.
I have a question. How big are the Gophers to you?
Massive.
Like as big as me?
Well, no, I mean, it's a gopher.
Listen, this is a weird place. I am just making sure that I'm not walking myself to my death. All right?
They are nowhere near the size of you. They are about twice the size of me.
Weird that you're willing to risk your life on this one. So he's like washing his armpit.
How many Gophers are there? How many?
I don't know how many they are. They hide underground. They're very, very, sneaky creatures.
Okay, how about this? This sounds like a bit of a wild Gopher chase to me. I think you should just stay with us, and we're going to be venturing out tomorrow, and if we see any Gophers along the way, we will kill them for you along the way.
You know what? I'm in. You got a deal.
Done. Look at that. We're saving lives. Maybe we could even, Oksana, you could speak to cats. Maybe you could talk to the Gophers and make a peace treaty.
I will certainly try. They have to eat, though, it's awkward.
Well, they could just eat other things, right? You could just let them know, hey, some of these things are more alive. They have consciousness now.
I'll tell you what, my contribution will be to think about that, because ever since this vegetable told me that I'm on the wrong side, I've been considering my diet very carefully, so...
As you should.
Let you know if I come up with anything.
Look, don't take anything it says to heart, Grimoire. Would you like me to wash your back?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no. It's hard to reach this side right here. He just sort of like points in a general area.
Rob, I think you're muted.
Yeah, I'm muted. So what's this? You wash his back, but not mine. You pour
You're in a
drink all
timeout.
over me. What the hell?
Guys, I'm wondering how we can channel his affections into something productive that has nothing to do with us. You know what I mean?
Well, listen,
No, I do not.
I'm relatively new to the gang, but I consider you all family at this point. Hey, Oksana, do me a favor and bring me over to the rest of the guys.
Okay, I'll pick him up.
And I guess we're getting in the hot spring.
All right, so here's the deal, right? Pink guy isn't necessarily, the most lovable, even though he's filled with love. Is that what I'm picking up here? I'm trying to read the room, guys. It's really hard with you guys. You guys are hard nuts to crack.
Yes,
He's
this is
only-
cool irony.
Yes, he is a fraction of the person that we once knew, and it seems that he has amplified this fraction of himself. That is why we are putting up with it.
So let me
Because we
get
need to
this
find
straight.
This is putting up with it. Peach.
So what you're
Oh,
saying
yes.
is the man that he is now is basically dead weight.
I wouldn't go that far, but he is
Wow.
quite a nuisance.
You know, I had the same problem with my cousin not too long ago.
Did you?
He was a potty animal, I'll root. He was a potty root. But he was dead weight. He was useless in battle. So what we did, and what I think would be a good suggestion for you guys, have you tried hucking him at the enemy?
Not yet.
I'm sitting right here. What's wrong with you guys?
You are all
don't
pretty
know
strong. Just pick him up and just... woof.
As you know, I don't know if this is strategy we will try. I think first we will try to bring him together with all the other parts of himself. He is not usually this annoying.
Not usually.
Well, I'm out of ideas as Rowdy kind of leans back in the hot tub and just kind of floats like a starfish for a
Aw.
while, floating around on the pool.
I don't know why, but I like Rowdy.
If you like Rowdy, why are we boiling him?
Okay. Rowdy, are you all right in here? Feeling a little warm?
Yeah, it's all right. It's like a massage for my body temperature.
Maybe we just put you on the edge of the what is this thing called?
Hot spring.
Hot spring.
Hot spring.
Why don't we put you on the edge here and we will just pick him up and put him on the edge?
Okay. As you pick him up, oh, okay, go easy. I'm fragile.
Yes. People put him down fragilely.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been weird. I don't know how else to say it. This whole thing is weird. Basil, what do you make of all this? How are you feeling, Basil?
Good to know. The hot spring's been loosening up my muscles. It's some of the arrow wounds and sort of a little tender, but to be honest, it's been very amusing talking to the vegetable and no one questioning whether or not the vegetable was real. I'm uncertain if the sword that was mentioned is a real sword, or if the gophers are even real. But you know what? I'm happy that we're here together. Very grateful that we're standing, all except for Tristan. But that's Tristan is elsewhere. But I wish he was here. But I'm grateful that we have this moment to be and not have to be chased or shot or flung into an astral sea, or I'm weirdly enough for the first time in any time I've spent in this place actually contented with things.
Right. This brings up several points. I'm sorry. V, you go ahead.
I feel we might be on the same line of thinking. So I'm just going to ask my question to Basil, and then you can piggyback right off of it, because I have a feeling we're on the
Just get
same...
on with it already.
All right. Basil, remember before when you were like, oh no, I'm not going to use my powers here because it's bad news. And then you just did.
Yes.
After I had said, just stay down. And then you didn't, and you used your powers.
Yes, I do recall. That was so. This place does something. The longer that you're here, I spent a very long time here, and learnt very little, apart from the full extent of how fear and nightmares and words and images can pull and prod at your mind. I felt a sense of desperation seeing Sicarius as he, well, is currently. And I feel that desperation even now because the longer we stay here, the more this place changes you and changes us. At the time, I felt like we had to leave, and we still, even now, shouldn't be taking a long period of time to be doing anything. But seeing us nearly get, well, defeated at the hands of the knighted armored creatures in the forest, I fear as though maybe perhaps I'd been too rash, too quick to try and force the hand of our movements to get out of this place. I'm not immune to fear myself and all bad decisions, and I know that what I did potentially put us at risk. If it knows that I'm back or that I'm here, it may make itself known, and seeing this place, this kind of almost oasis, has kind of just made me feel like maybe I got away with it. Maybe it hasn't noticed, and we're still, in some small way, safe for the time being.
Well, I certainly hope that's the case. Also, you can stop now. I think you got it.
Oh, sorry, I apologize.
He's been scrubbing him
I was
all
just
the whole time.
Yeah, I was just mindless. It's just, you know, when my mind starts working, I have that disassociativeness with my physical actions. Sometimes I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's never felt so clean.
That was beautiful. He gets up from the table, starts walking back into the hot springs. Let's give a hug.
No,
Right.
Sicarious.
But that was a beautiful speech. The
Just
fact that he's
because-
happy to be with her. I'm
No.
happy to be with you all too.
Sicarious,
Come.
listen. Just because
One
you
big
want
happy
a hug,
family hug. Come on.
no, just because
Hug
you
the
want
weird
a hug,
carrot thing.
yes.
Don't hug
just
me.
Hug yourself. Hug yourself, Sicarious. Just we'll be here with you in spirit. It's fine.
All right.
Oksana,
Yes.
Rude.
as Basil was going on, you find the comfort of the hot
Savage.
springs. And you find yourself slowly drifting into a slumber.
Uh-oh.
That tracks.
Yeah.
As you dream, you find yourself back in the chieftain's hut. There seems to be billowing of smoke or mists all around you. From here, you can't tell. From behind you, you hear a small voice. Why don't you remember me? As you turn to look, you see yourself face to face with a younger version of yourself. Why don't you remember me?
I don't know, little one. It is a question that has haunted me for many years.
For one to forget where they came from. How do they know if they know anything then?
I try to stop focusing on what I don't know and build a life on things that I do. I had no other way to continue to exist. It was necessary.
But you never looked for me.
I did not know where to start. Now I do. I am sorry, small one. You deserve better.
You were right. And to not know where one starts. Then perhaps I have grown to quite the fool. As she says this, the mist begins to rise up again all around her. It now begins to cloud your entire view. You recognize now that it is not a mist at all, but a heavy smoke as you begin to choke and cough. You begin to cough rapidly as you look down, spouts of water now coming out of your mouth. You suddenly wake up shocked within the hot tub, having dipped down below the water and coughing heavily. But the dream sits with you. For until the next change of fates, you are the fool. All skill
More
checks.
than I already am?
All skill checks are now done at disadvantage.
All skill checks.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought he was going to say intelligence. I was like,
You're a
alright.
fool ass fool.
It's a change of fate, okay? It's got to be good.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay, somebody do somebody else now.
It's been like 1 second.
that's not our fault. You're so popular.
Big oof. Big oof.
MVP. MVP.
Oksana, as
Now
you kind of
disadvantage.
splash
Just-
around for a moment, you get yourself a little bit above the water's edge. Your friend's looking around you a little bit worried, Sicarious with a dumb grin on his face. When you
It's only
suddenly
fair.
hear a knock on the door. And I think that's where we're going to take a very short rest for the evening.
Wow, what a weird.
Does Oksana know how to swim?
I was just thinking that I was going to laugh it off and say that I didn't know how to swim, but I was like, no, he's going to hold me to that and use it to kill me
Plus,
one day.
yeah. Plus, you'd be catching salmon in the river with the bears and stuff. I bet. So
Yeah,
you need to know.
exactly.
Yeah, but that's more like wading than swimming, though, isn't it?
Yeah, some
Shut
rivers
up,
are pretty
Dag. She can swim. She can swim.
Okay, sorry, my bad. My bad.
Bears can swim.
Sicarius can teach you.
All right. With that said, we're going to hop over to our BRB screen for a little bit for a short rest. But we will be back very, very soon. Just a quick one for today, guys, because there's a lot we have to cover, and I didn't realize what time it was. So with that said, make sure to go get your apple juices, your orange juices, your hot spring juices, or your mandrake juices.
Yeah, there it is.
There's the one. That's the one. And stick around with us because we will be back momentarily. Stay where you are, guys. We'll be right there. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gone again.
Oh,
Yep, there I am.
We'll figure you out one day. One of
he's
these
back.
days.
Back.
Okay, so a couple quick questions on chat or on break. We're gonna go super fast through these. Question for Basil: if the book world isn't real, do you still need to eat?
You do still need to eat, but the question is whether or not anything you eat here is actually nutritional,
Good enough.
which I don't know. Yeah.
Well, technically, it is your physical bodies here. So eating is of a necessity here. All damage, rest, exhaustion, all of those things count here. Since Veggie Rowdy is a part of the memory, does that mean that there's another Veggie Rowdy outside the book waiting to be met by the party?
Oh no.
Who knows? Oksana, or did you lose your memories out of shock after accidentally eating Veggie Rowdy?
I didn't eat him. Almost ate him. I was about to eat him.
Almost.
There's still time.
Question for Rob. How does it feel playing this version of Sicarius rather than his original version?
It's fun, but the fact that he's not really getting much love in return, it's kind of sucks.
Oh,
Fair point. Grimoire, what's left on your list after crossing out Gopher?
It's a very extensive list. I'll give some examples. Furry Goblin is on the list. Rabbit is on the list. Experiment with a question mark is on the list. There's a lot.
We'll have to figure it out as the campaign goes on. V, were you really about to go out and kill a family of gophers, or were you trying to do a sneaky and get outside alone?
Maybe both.
Fair. 100% fair. All right. With that said, let's jump back into the episode.
Sicarious.
As you all turn to look at the doorway, you hear another knock.
I will get it. She goes to open the door.
Okay. Oksana, as you open the door, you come face to face with Talia.
Hello.
She,
Nice to see you again.
She looks you up and down. Are you naked at this point, or are you clothed?
I think she would have just gone in.
Okay, fair
Like,
enough.
yeah, she's soaking wet.
Yeah,
She's
fair
dry.
enough. Fair enough. She kind of looks you up and down. Is this a bad time?
Of course not. It's great time. We are all in Hot Spring. Come join us.
Yeah, come on in. And
The more the merrier.
Creamer will walk up to like the doorway, and he is absolutely.
Fair enough. She looks down and nods her head. Impressive.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh my god.
I fortunately do not need the healings of the hot springs.
Oh, they're healing.
I see.
I would assume you are feeling a bit better.
Actually,
Long
I
rest?
kind of
Question mark.
fell asleep there for a second, and I'm feeling much worse after a strange vision.
She nearly drowned. It was really.
I'll be right back.
For the rest of you, the
Running away.
Sorry.
well, you didn't necessarily notice it. You have felt the restorative properties of the hot springs. You can all mark down a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Thank
yeah.
God. I was like, before we go out this door, we need to sleep, y'all. But this is
You were
great.
about to fight gophers and shit, you crazy monster.
Listen, they were gophers. Whatever.
Just as if giant gophers wouldn't exist in Dave's world. Come
I
on.
know, right?
That's why I asked how big they are.
Listen, they're not giants, okay? They're artificers. Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh,
You've never seen a gopher bazooka before? Well, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Shoots corn cobs at.
Don't give him ideas. We might have to do this.
Like I said, it is all right. I definitely don't need, at this point, the restorative properties. But you wish to speak with me.
Yes, I did want to have a word.
Perhaps
But
we should go for a walk.
this will be best.
I
friend.
agree. Green, we're fully in, like thinking he's coming along.
I don't think she would tell him no if he wants to come.
oh.
Greenwood. Don't laugh.
Yeah.
Vimor, I think somebody needs to be here to take care of Sicarius.
Hmm.
It's all right. Yeah. No, that's fair. I'll just have
I
fun.
will entrust this responsibility to you.
Please don't.
If you don't want to do it, just make Basil do it.
Grimo, I will assist you in this. We will work together to make sure that Sicarius is.
He
Well-
looks back over his shoulder at V, and you just get a good glimpse of him and his butt. Just- all right, sounds good.
Are you having a problem with your friends?
No problem. He is just not himself. And the version of himself that he is very creepy sometimes. He does not know how to properly express his affection.
Have you... This might sound a little brash. My husband is who taught me this, but have you tried throat punching him?
I can see myself getting to that point very soon.
That usually straightens them out.
This
Come.
is wise.
We walk.
Yes, we walk.
Okay. As the two of you leave the doorway,
Grimoire looks through the window at them while they're walking away, though.
That's me!
the two of you walk in silence for a few moments. You can see her conveying the area. Most of the city square and many of the pathways have vacated at this point. Many have gone home for the evening's rest. You continue to walk in silence for about 5 minutes. Before you come upon a large garden. Have you ever worked with the soils before?
Yes, I have helped some friends back where I am from with their small garden.
Good. It is good to feel the earth on your hands. It is best to do it at night so the sun does not hurt any of the root systems. You do not disturb the others while they sleep. Come,
This I did not know.
we tend the garden together, yes?
Yes,
She gets down on her knees, and you see large rows of vegetables, or what you would assume would be vegetables, herbs, various plants, all perfectly lined up in a row. What you would see in a regular garden or vegetable patch. I am interested to hear how you got your necklace.
unfortunately, I don't know. I woke up with it.
Do you remember?
I have.
Do you remember where you woke up?
Yes. In a forest, much like this one. Completely alone. The only thing I remember was the only memory I have of my past is a bright green light and the sound of screams as me and a group of people ran through a forest. This is all I know of who I am.
I see.
Until I came here. And I think you might know what I mean by that.
I think I understand. You must have many questions.
I do. I want to know what happened. How I became separated from my family. And where you all are now. If there are any clues I can use to find you.
I wish I had answers for you. But this has always been where the red rocks lay.
The Red Rocks.
Our tribe, yes.
This is the name of our tribe.
We are tribe of the Red Rocks, yes.
My brother told me that there are others in the city forest.
Yes. They are our sister tribe.
They are your allies.
They are my family. A tribe is not friends. A tribe is not companions. A tribe is family. We take care of each other. Every way. We feed each other. We guard each other. This is why I am confused.
What do you mean by that?
If this is real and not a dream, I will wake up from one day. There would never be a time where you would not know.
I wish that there was not. But that is not what has happened. And until now, there was little I could do to change any of that. I went on to protect those that needed it, those I could. This has been my purpose.
You do sound very much like Sigurd.
He seems like an admirable man.
He is the best. Oksana, I cannot tell you what happened. For it has not happened to us yet. But I hope you find your answers, and I know wherever we are looking for you too.
I will find you one day. I promise you. Tell me what would happen if somebody took the red stone.
The red stone is a story. It tells a tale of the first fury. It is said that this is where a barbarian's rage comes from. It was given to us many, many years ago, generations ago. We are meant to protect it. Along with the city. This is why our tribe split. The tome cannot be found within the city. It does not belong there.
It lies with you?
Yes.
If it were to fall into the wrong hands, what could happen?
Death. Rage. On a level the world has not seen in a very long time. There would be blood. Much blood.
What do you think this green light I saw was?
I do not know.
Mother, I have been told that I am a god seed. Does this mean anything to you?
The word of God's seed does not ring a bell. However, I do know there is only one thing you do with a seat.
Well, it seems I will need to find some roots first. I will seek out these answers when I return home. I am very glad to have met you. I am proud of where I come from.
I can tell we would be proud of you as well. We are proud of you.
She'll, give her a hug.
She'll give you a big hug back. Please do one thing for me, though.
Yes.
Please do not mention any of this to your brother. He is very strong, but his mind is be very difficult for him to comprehend any of this.
I will speak of it to no one if you do not wish me to. Although my friends that I came here with, they have become my tribe. It will be hard for me to keep it from them.
You are welcome to speak to your tribe. Just for now, until we figure out what is happening, I ask that you keep this between the two of us.
Can he be trusted, my brother?
Jarsa? Yes.
Yeah.
He is good.
Okay.
He makes us very proud. He will be chieftain one day. He has much brain to grow by then.
Yes. He was talking to me about brain growing.
Yours grew much faster.
Thank you.
Come. We go back?
Yes. Let's return. And she'll help her up.
As she stands up proper once more, she gives a bright smile towards you. Before you make your way back to the hut, I will leave you here. Darsa will be with you in the morning.
Thank you for this talk, Mother. I will treasure it always.
As will I. Have a good night. She turns and
Good
begins to
night.
walk down the path.
Oksana will linger in the garden a little bit, just kind of taking it all in and trying to get a sense of home before she heads back to the cottage.
Okay. Spending a few moments closing your eyes for a while to feel the wind on your skin, the smells all around you. You feel a kinship to this place. An unknown bond that's only been strengthened. Nodding your head, you turn and make your way back to the cottage. As you enter back in, for the most part, many of your companions have now started to wind down for the evening. Greenmore still sitting close to the window. You can see him slightly peeking out as you walk through the doorway.
Hello, my friend. You will need to turn your mic on.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I was just hanging out. It was all good. Everything was how was the walk with your mom? I mean, the lady.
It was very nice. She told me many things that I have wandered for a long time. This is my home, where I am from.
You seem a little, no. You okay?
I am okay, my friend. It is strange feeling to suddenly belong. But it is nice feeling. When we leave here, you and me will have to try to find them in the forest in the city.
I got your back. But Oxy,
Yes.
I know that, like, this is all very pleasant for you in the moment. But you remember where we just came from before we got here to this foresty place?
Yes, my friend. I understand. It will soon be over.
Just don't want you to, too complacent.
Nothing can be worse than what I already remember.
With that, Greenwood will just give her a hug around her neck.
She'll hug him back. Is he still naked?
Yeah.
She won't even notice.
I imagine Greenmore didn't even move from, like, it's almost like a dog. Like, as soon as Oksana left,
he
he
watched
was
out
just
the
there.
window.
Yeah.
I am glad to have you, my friend. You will always be my family.
She can't see because of the way his face is turned, but that gives him a tear that runs down his cheek there.
Come, let's get some rest. What are the others doing?
I don't know. They're probably trying to reel in Sicarius' advances.
Oh yeah. What has Sicarius been up to?
I would assume that Sicarius has probably simmered down a little bit for the evening, now feeling a certain amount of rest after such a fun time in the hot springs. So we'll go around the table. Is there anything else anyone wants to do for the evening?
One thing.
Okay.
As we get ready to bed down, Grimoire, now clothed again. No, not clothed. He will go over to Basil. Basil.
Yeah, Basil at this point has gotten out of the hot spring, having been in the longest. He's kind of like dried out his blanket and is back wearing his attire minus like the jacket and stuff. So it's more like his like less armory kind of. Yeah. Grimoire, yes.
As he's talking, he's grabbing your jacket to use as like a towel, and he's like kind of fluffing himself off.
Oh, that's that's fine. You know what? Never mind.
Something's been kind of bothering me. You said that this place was sort of not real, right?
Very not real. Well, except for us, of course.
Right. So, hypothetically speaking, of course, if we were to grab something from inside this book, if something that came from the book were to come into our possession, and then we left the book, would we still have it?
I don't know, Dave.
In your last adventure here, did you take anything back with you?
No.
Then you wouldn't know.
No, I don't think I did. No. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you, Grimoire. When I came here last, I was more concerned with getting out rather than getting out with anything in particular, that I failed to take anything with me, but
Right. Naturally.
What did you?
I guess it's not important.
I lean down and I say, "Listen, Grimoire, there is something I did bring here that, if you allow me, maybe an evening with it, that might actually be of some use." And I'll actually produce my non-magical book and parchment. if you like, I could maybe take down some designs, some of the make of the leg that you have, and when we return, if it doesn't come with you, we could potentially get an artisan to work on something for you.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. Right? I'm sure it seems magical in nature, and that it'll be there when we come out on the back end of this. But if you want to, use me as a model, it's just sort of like this, like
you are a most fetching model, and I would be honored to be able to commit your figure to parchment to be immortalized.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that, actually.
Basil smiles and will draw Grimoire like his French girls. Like,
okay, gross. V, is there anything else you'd like to do for the evening?
No, I guess V will just lay down and go to sleep, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You reach into your bag and produce one of your scrolls, probably one of your books, as you kind of get into bed, do a little bit of reading before you pass out. Sicarious, is there anything else you'd like to do for the evening that's not M-rated?
No, he'll just go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, like the player wants to give Sicarius a hug right now because he feels so bad.
All right. With that said, Oksana, anything else you want to do for the evening? Okay.
Just kind of let it all sort of sink in because she knows that shit is about to hit the fan.
Okay. All right. With that said, you all bed down for the evening for a night's rest. The beginning of the morning starts with a loud knock on the door. Hey! Are you awake in there?
I'll get it. Oksana will wake up and move towards the door.
As you walk over to
Oksana,
the
does
door.
your tribe have coffee?
What? Coffee? No.
Never mind.
As
I'm gonna go start around the table.
As you walk over to the door, Oksana, you continually hear the knocking as Jarsa just hasn't stopped yet. You open up the door to see his hands still wrapping. Oh, you're awake. How was you sleep?
It was good. Very peaceful.
Did you go in the hot springs?
Yes, we had small party. Grimoire's first party.
Hey ho! You just see from like a bed, just an arm go up.
I'm glad to hear this. For we are leaving soon. We go find the yellow man.
Sounds good. I will prepare the others.
How do you prepare? You know what? Don't tell me. As he kind of looks over at Sicarius for a second before. I will wait out here.
Sounds good. Everyone up. Let's go. Time
All
to
right.
find yellow Sicarius.
Grimoire starts barking in protest because he doesn't want that.
No, come on, Grimoire. We need to be up. I need my jacket, and I'm gonna I'm just gonna kind of pull the jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of.
Yeah, Grimoire rolls out
It
of
sort
the
of
bed.
unravels
Yeah.
Grimoire, and then he falls off.
Yeah.
Sicarius will just get up, get dressed. Is there time to eat breakfast first?
I think so, yes.
Grab something on the go,
Yeah.
Not for too long.
Grab a muffin or something and we can eat it and walk and eat.
Okay.
Can we eat the food here,
Wow.
Dave?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Are we going to starve if we eat the food here, Dave?
Nope.
Okay.
What? Why
Whoa.
would we
Why are we
Does the food
suspicious
have
of the
eyeballs,
food?
Dave?
Does it matter if it tastes good?
It
Start.
seems
Grimoire's very
like
careful
a-
not to grab the vegetable man, by the way, as he grabs something.
Right.
seems-
Oh, V would like to get Rowdy and say, Rowdy, are you going to come with us?
I mean, are we going on a gopher killing spree? Or is that
Well, what we agreed, it would be sort of a dual task because we have to go find the potential other version of our friend. Along the way, if I see any gophers, I will stab them and or have Oksana try and create a peace treaty with them.
you guys are fucking weird? But I'm into it. Yeah, okay, I'll come along for the ride.
All right.
You got a
I-
bag or something, or how are we gonna do this? You gonna wrap one of those like cloths around you, like I see some of the mothers do with the babies, and then they put them up front.
That
You know
is
what?
so
I'll just sit
not
on your
my-
shoulder. It's fine.
Yes.
No,
are
I
you
think
able-
it's a great idea. He takes off his poncho and he does a makeshift like wrap around like baby holster for
Just
V.
swaddles it.
And then puts
He
There
looks
you go.
really
Okay.
uncomfortable.
This is nice. This is nice.
Hmm,
it's wool.
great. All right.
I'll always look after you, Rowdy.
I knew you would. All right, well, let's get the show on the road then. Let's go get some action.
Yes,
Wow.
let's go.
Yes.
She'll
know,
lead
I
the way
hear
outside.
That way.
I hear carrots are good for your eyesight. We'll need your keen eyes for this task.
Who are you talking to?
Vegetable, which is a weird thing to say, but yeah.
Rowdy. I'm assuming he's talking to Rowdy.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Sunlight, I'm good. We're good.
All right.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi ho, hi ho.
As you walk out the doorway, you all meet with Jarsa again for a short time before he begins to lead you southward. You again make your way through the village, out the what you would assume to be front gates. You continue onward throughout the forests, and you begin to see markings in and around the area. Clearly, not too far away from camp, there's been action that's happened. A few slices from a sword against tree bark. You can see the now burnt outsides, or singed outsides of a few boulders. You continue onward into a denser part of the forest itself. Well, this is where he was last seen. I guess.
Has he caused all this mess? What is he doing?
No, this was definitely not him. This is from a few of the raiders that we've come upon.
I see.
I suppose we should spread out and look for clues then, huh?
Don't
I'm
go
gonna
too
start looking
far.
for tracks.
Sicarious, you begin to feel a pull in a certain direction, just west of where you stand now.
I'm getting a strange feeling from over this direction here. Come. Want to check it out with me?
Wow.
You reach out for your hand.
Grimoire
I'll
will
take your
grab
hand.
it. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, no, we'll
Everyone
both will.
takes his hand.
Everyone will grab it.
All right, 2 hands are better than one. All right, let's
There
go.
you go.
Okay. As you skip through the forest,
We're not skipping, but okay.
you continue into a dark, dense area of the forest. And before you see anything, you hear the sound of something hitting against woods, like against tree bark.
Can we make out what direction it's coming from?
It's coming from directly in front of you.
Does it sound like metal hitting wood or wood hitting wood or?
Make a perception check for me.
That's a 9 plus 2, so 11.
11. Hard to make out the difference between metal on wood versus wood on wood. But you can tell that it is a fierce sound, a violent sound.
Everybody chill out. I'll go check it out. And I'm gonna like sneak up to a point where I can like just barely peer over and see what's going on.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okie doker. That is a 14, which is pretty low for me.
14. As you continue to scout forwards, not too far from your companions, only about 30 or 40 feet, you find a bush to hide in as you kind of peer through. You see a large opening within the forest, and a vicious battle happening directly in front of you. You watch as a man that glows yellow seems to be sparring, fencing, if you will, with some of the nearby trees.
Fierce battle indeed.
He shouts with victory, with vigor. Very brave man, to say the least.
Okay, he'll duck back out of the bushes and return and say, "Hey guys, he's over there fighting some trees.
Is what?
He's fighting trees. I don't know why he's doing
Oh my god, how many trees? Were they armed? Did they have teeth?
They had branches and leaves.
So wait,
You mean
are
like-
these trees fighting back, or is he just hitting trees?
It looks like he's just hitting some trees.
What is this? The idiot version or something?
Maybe
Oksana, what do you have against me, please? I've shown you
It's
nothing but love and respect.
It's nothing against you entirely. It is just your individual parts when they are separated.
But there's nothing wrong with my parts.
Okay.
She's gonna look at him and listen to the phrasing of that. Okay, let's go.
As you all now begin to hear the smashing of the sword against the tree, it sounds like the rumbling of hooves across the plains. Welcome in, Calvary.
Nice.
Hi.
Continuing to spar with said trees, you hear him call out loudly, "Ha ha! Ho ho! Ha ha! No one can defeat me!"
Oh no.
Yep, this is the idiot one.
Is this his confidence? Or his arrogance? Or both?
I don't
Could
know.
be.
It's-
All of the above.
Why don't we just let them talk to each other?
I would
Right,
actually, I would actually pay money to see that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sicarius, why don't you go and introduce yourself to
Yourself.
Sicarius?
Maybe he'll hug you.
Well, I am huggable, so I mean.
I have every confidence in you.
Mhm.
Alright, I will. You guys are gonna just leave me. Alright, fine.
No, will you back up? Will you? If anything?
We're right
Yeah.
here.
We'll be
Right.
nearby.
So
here.
I will walk towards the. You said yellow, Sicarius?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a different. Alright,
A yellow gold.
Basil will whisper to
Or wait.
I don't know. You're describing platinum.
Oh yeah, Basil will whisper to everyone. By the way, I don't know what happens if one of him kills the other. Like, just throwing that
Okay.
out there.
So we
Well,
should
if
not.
we are lucky, we will find out.
Will they, Basil, will they just mend or
Look,
combine?
I wasn't split into a million pieces when I came here. I didn't mess around with the books.
Maybe they-
I don't know.
Well,
A
I'm just saying,
million
I don't know what happens.
pieces?
When,
Holy shit, there's a million of them?
I mean,
I thought
not
there's
literally.
3. Wait, how do
Yes,
we know there's
there's-
3? Did I just make that up and we went with
I
it?
think we did.
Yeah.
I made
there's
it
a
up
few.
and we went
You
with
definitely
it.
made it.
I definitely made that up. I never
Right.
agreed that there were 3. I feel like there's
Alright.
probably more.
Okay, great, fantastic. All right.
So I will approach.
As you approach the individual, he stops sparring as he turns towards you, holstering his sword. He eyes you up and down for a moment.
I do him. Not bad.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Not bad yourself. As the two of you begin to grow closer, or come closer to one another, till you're roughly only about 5 feet apart, you suddenly begin to feel a tug.
Hello.
But to see more, you'll have to go to our OnlyFans.
No, not that kind of tug. Jesus Christ.
I
Careful,
tried to-
Cantrip Platinum.
I
Careful,
tried
Let's
that.
not pretend like we all didn't go there.
I
Sorry,
tried
Barry.
so hard
Y'all need
to time
Jesus.
myself out.
You all watch from afar as the yellow, almost golden hue of the new Sicarius and the magenta Sicarius begin to pull towards each other. They try and hold each other back, stepping away, but there seems to be some strange magical pull between the two of them. They begin to violently merge towards one another. Both try to fight it off, but their bodies have already begun to amalgamate with each other. You see the lower half now becoming almost a tie-dye mixture of the golden and magentas throughout the now almost two forming bodies. They continue to try and push each other away, but like silly putty, the minute one hand touches the other, they start to fuse. And as the last remaining morsels of magenta Sicarius combine with the yellow, the magenta color fades away, only leaving yellow Sicarius standing in the woods.
Just yellow.
Just yellow.
God.
Sicarius, you all right over there?
Sicarius kind of looks around, kind of experience. Now, do I still remember everything that happened before, too?
You remember, but you don't feel the same way.
Okay, so I do remember. Yes, everything is okay. Come on out. It's fine. It's very hard to explain, but I feel good.
Well, he seems a little bit better adjusted.
Three more
Let's
wins,
go.
Roach, and just
Son,
say,
I don't understand. I'm just happy to be with you guys. Do you not understand that?
I am starting to.
Hey, Sicarius, are you at all feeling the need to suddenly hug anyone around here, or any other kind of strange hormonal feelings?
Hormonal feelings, I see. I mean, not like you would put it, no. But I mean, if you're looking for a hug, I give you one. I don't know.
I think we might have fixed him, guys.
I feel like Basil's gonna take that hug now because Basil's just so grateful and relieved. And like,
Come here,
yes.
buddy. And he gives a big old pat on the back.
Oh, you're back to normal somewhat.
I don't
Well, this
understand.
is-
I've been normal this whole time.
Yes. All right. Well, this is positive. It means that they can actually go back together. Wasn't sure
Yes.
that would be the case, but huzzah! And look, they. Now, here's the interesting question: if you remember everything that Pink Sicarius was doing, do you now know what Yellow Sicarius was doing? And if they know anything else?
That's a very good question.
You would remember everything that Magenta Sicarius knows. That's it.
Magenta, okay.
As well as probably what Yellow Sicarius has been doing.
And Yellow Sicarius was probably just attacking trees?
He was more so honing his skills.
Okay. So, no, I don't remember everything. I just know practicing, then getting beat up by Oksana, and then coming together. That's about all I can remember at this particular point in time.
Right, right.
But I just know that I'm, happy to see you all.
Sure. Sure.
But aren't we supposed to be helping your better friends or your other friends?
That's
They-
actually a very good question, because we had to go through all the things that we had to go through with me to find the slightly off-putting version of you, and now that we have this version, can we move on before anything bad happens?
Unfortunately not. The doesn't quite work that way. As I said, the only way through this place is through these experiences. There's no north, south, east, or west we can simply travel. More we move from one situation to the next. Which means we do need to embrace whatever it is to come, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm really hoping that we just have to deal with some gophers, maybe. And that might be it. Who
That's
knows?
I'm interested in.
Sorry, Oxy.
Grimoire, make
I-
a perception check for me. You can
Is
go
this-
ahead and use advantage.
Yeah. 15 and a 6, so a 15 plus 2, 17.
17. As you continue to talk with Oksana, your ears perk up from behind you for a moment. You hear the soft moving of bushes from behind you.
We've got company. Let's just hope it's Gophers. And he'll pull out a knife and turn around.
As you
Or it
spin
could be
around,
another Sicarius.
as you
Yeah,
spin
good.
around with your dagger, suddenly you see heads popping up from the grass.
Oh, don't make them cute.
No shit, it actually is Gophers.
It's
I
them!
will not kill
Get 'em!
these ghosts.
V, kill them!
Oh,
Kill all of
right.
them! Stab them all!
Hold on, just a minute, let's remember
Grimoire sheaths his dagger.
Don't
We-
put it
we had-
away!
I have my sword out here, so I will protect you, don't worry. You're strapped to me, so our lives are tied together weirdly. Oksana, can you try and talk to them?
Yes. 1 second.
Oksana will sigh a little bit because she kind of thought it was gonna look different.
Hello, my small friends.
Says to the gophers.
One particular golfer jumps forward by one. He wiggles his little nose a little bit.
Yep, see?
Big bright
I didn't
eyes.
take a side. This is why I didn't pick a side, motherfucker.
As he says, "Who dare trespass on our lands?"
Jesus.
What did you say?
You have stepped in the wrong alley.
Are you kidding me, you little shit? I will kill you with my bare hands.
Can I just say that I love right now what we're hearing is like, fucking I'll fucking kill you.
Be wise and
Why-
walk away at this point, or your body will bleed on the ground, feeding the nutrition around it.
I wish you would fuck around and find out.
Oksana, what's going on? Did he call you something?
Is that what we should call this campaign?
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
I do not
Let's
fear
go.
you, large one.
Well, you will learn to. Come on then.
Draw your
What the-
weapon. As he begins to
I
pick up,
will.
he picks up small twigs from the ground. And Oksana, I need you to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
You know what I half expected you to do though, is this whole time just is like heads poking out, and it looks like a small little gopher's head, but then when he challenges her, he just rises from the earth. He's got like a big ass body, like some Undertale.
It's an 18.
Like some sort of Gopher
An
Hydra.
18, it absolutely beats my 17. You're up first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to cut his head off.
Sticks!
All right.
I don't know.
Go ahead and make an
Jordan
attack roll
Messi.
for me.
Where's the battle map for this?
Are you raging at this point?
No, I'm not raging.
Okay.
She's not raging.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make your first attack.
I wish you
Alright.
had.
That
I
is
wish you
gonna
had.
be.
Oh,
That is a 21 to hit.
A 21. As you raise your great axe above your head, it comes swinging down as it smashes the small creature, splitting it directly in two as part of it gets mushed into the ground. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Oksana?
No, it's dead. I'm gonna turn around and say, they want to fight.
Two more
Not
of the
anymore.
ghosters now popping up from behind begin to rush towards you. The first is going to make its first attack. Does a 4 hit you? Okay, it begins to scratch at your boots. No effect. The second now jumping up onto its brethren's shoulders as it tries to make a vicious knee attack. Does a 3 hit you? Okay, your
Can I
skin
grab it?
is
The
just
watch of us are all just watching in horror.
Can I grab one of them? Can I see if I can get a hold of it and hold it in front of my face? So I can talk
it
to
is your turn, so absolutely.
All right, you want like an athletics check to see if I can grab
Or
it?
grapple
No,
it.
no, it's fine.
Okay. Hey, you! I'm talking to the gopher.
Fear me, Furry the Destroyer.
Listen to me. You want me to cut you in half like your chief?
I will bite through you immensely harshly. Harsh.
I'm just gonna hold it up in the air and turn around and be like,
You guys, I don't know what to do. They are insisting they will kill us.
From your guys' perspective, it's her holding this tiny little gopher as it wiggles around.
Oh,
How good the
I
odds
cannot
are?
Rowdy's
stress this
screaming.
enough.
Rowdy's screaming out at this point. Yeah, get him! Cut his fucking head off, Oxen!
This is really hard to watch over here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't listen. I don't know what to tell you. He is telling me to fear him. That he is a dark furry lord.
Yes, Furry
He
the
is
Destroyer. I will destroy
Furry
all
the
of you.
Destroyer.
Your blood will
Yes,
rain
that is-
down from the heavens.
It is a nightmare creature. It's not real, and even if it was, it's made of nightmares. Kill it.
Okay,
if it's
I
not
don't-
real,
Look how
then I
cute it
swing
is,
and like
though.
golf shot one of them.
Okay.
If it's
I
not
refuse
real, hey,
to be
it's
a
a
part of
fun.
As Sicarius now runs up, giant smile on his face, sword just pulling along the ground, creating a small, almost a trench, if you will, in the soft soil below. He swipes upward towards it as you hear the small gopher pee off into the distance.
It's just fun.
Oksana, you hear from your perspective. Avenge me! The small gopher in your hand now turns and says, "That was my wife."
I don't know what to say. I came here to try to propose a truce to make you stop eating the mandrakes, and you insist on being evil.
It's going to take a bite attack against your hand. Does a 2 hit you?
All gophers in
throw it into the forest.
Okay.
all gophers in this universe are like evil aligned canonically.
Yep. As Oksana, you huck it into the forest. You hear it. I will come back. The vengeance of death is upon all of you.
I've feel like
Guys,
it's true.
we-
I feel like
I
that's.
think we
that's-
need to kill
that's
them
not an
all.
empty threat.
Man,
No,
That was
this is
a
my
rough-
opinion.
that was a rough combat encounter, guys. I was worried about a
Yeah.
TPK there for a second.
Do we level up?
I feel like we've earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
that's
you-
that was fun.
As you all kind of look at each other like, what the fuck just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, a loud horn is heard off in the distance. You turn to look towards Jarsa. He immediately turns towards the north before shouting out, "The village!" You watch as he immediately begins to kneel down on all fours as hair starts to sprout from his body. In an instant, Jarsa is once again taken on the form of the bear as he begins sprinting down the path that you've come from.
She'll follow him immediately.
Oksana
Can
takes
I
off
try-
running.
Can I try to astral jump onto his back?
You are not in your
I-
astral form anymore,
I've got a
but
proposal
you can.
as that
So
happens.
yes, you can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, go ahead, Basil.
I was going to use my shadow pelt and take on that were Basil form, and I was going to pick up Greenmore, but if he's teleported, then I will just run off then in their direction.
Okay. V and
Look
Sicarius,
over
I'm
there.
assuming you're following behind.
Yep.
Yep.
I
we
look
all-
over to V like this is going to be fun, and then run.
Fee has one moment of what the fuck, and then
Bloodlust Sicarius. Strap in, folks.
Yeah.
You all sprint back towards the village, and you now see a number of individuals, the horn still blaring at this point. Many of the individuals running closer to the north area. And as you continue to follow behind them, you now see amongst the large fields towards the north, hordes of black armored soldiers coming down upon the entire village. But that, my friends, is going to be a story
No.
for another evening.
I
Did it.
didn't
I said
even know
it.
what time it was. I was like, here we go. Fucking, Jon Snow facing the horde. Let's go. But,
You nerd.
Hey, no spoilers.
okay. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
Oh my god. Those gophers. That
Oh,
was
They were,
genius.
I had it coming.
they were rough.
yeah.
Y'all are lucky to
I-
make
I
it out
would-
alive on that
That's
one.
just so hilarious to me of just like the fact that we can't understand these gophers. Oksana seems weirdly offended and then splits one in half and just starts chucking gophers around. Then Sicarius' bloodlusty ass fucking runs in and fucking butts one. Imagine just Basil, like Greenmore and V, were just like sitting in a line just watching it all with just shocked horde faces.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. With the
You guys will
mandrake
never
being like,
know
"Kill him!"
just how vicious those furry little gophers were. They were blood hungry to say the least.
Oh,
I love like
God.
the triple
Forehead.
fake out you did there though.
Yeah.
Basil is still just reeling over the fact that everything in this world is a nightmare, and it's like,
No
it's
one
like, why are we
understands.
struggling with how cute these gophers are? They are literally built of nightmares. I did not go around with my magic book going to little gopher holes and going, "Go on, in you go, little fella. You'll do well here. Go on."
I will
These
say
are
this. though.
nightmares.
I will say that there was no gophers actually harmed in the filming of this episode, so guys, don't worry too much about it whatsoever.
Yeah, don't add us.
Yes.
Yeah. Please don't
Yeah,
cancel us.
Hashtag gopher justice.
Go for justice. I like it. All right, and that's where we are going to wrap up for the evening, folks. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us for the evening. All of the subs and the bits and all of the wonderful support, the follows, everything along those lines. We appreciate y'all so very much. And I think that's all I've got.
no.
Nope.
I think we need to thank for the music. I
Oh
looked
yeah.
at the
This music has been brought to us by Ivan Duch. You can find him on his channel, ivandutch.com. He does a ton of free D&D roleplay kind of music. So if you're looking for music for your own sessions, he has a huge library, and it's all free. So yeah, he's also on Patreon. So if you want to help out there, there's that as well. But yeah, I'm sorry for this episode.
They
I don't
didn't
know
have to
what the
make
hell
it
happened
free,
to it.
y'all. Like, so.
Yeah, no,
It's like
exactly,
That's
exactly.
Pretty dope of them.
Gophers.
Mhm.
Yeah. As I was saying, I'm sorry for the episode. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I'm glad everybody had a good time. And with that said, let me find someone to raid.
quick, Jess.
The
Guys.
name of the musician is Ivan Duch, Duch. Justin, you should go check him out. It really is good. It's really good.
Jess,
Distract that while I-
Distract them.
Oh, it's
I'm
okay. I
gonna
already
try
found
and-
someone. Okay, so hopefully I found another small group. They look quaint. They look fun. They've got one viewer, and we're gonna go show them a whole lot of love. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag CC love raid.
Even if you just lurk when you get there, I'm sure they'll appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
There, you can copy and paste that.
It's everything that we need and more. Hold on, let me do this. The group is called Mythic Geekdom. And they look like a fun, rad group of people. So we're gonna go ahead and raid over to there. I will go ahead and start the raid. Please don't say that they are not accepting raids. Not accepting raids. Why are people not accepting raids anymore? I don't understand.
Maybe they had a bad experience.
Yeah.
I
gotta hate raids.
guess maybe. That's okay. We'll just we'll go raid into Questline. They're streaming right now. We'll go say hi to them.
Okay. Let's do it.
Questline. Perfect. Cool. And fantastic. We're allowed to raid them. All right. So CC hashtag CC love raid to all those wonderful people out there. And before we leave you for the evening, as always, to all the adventurers out there, whether finding a family, whether by blood or by friendship, or fighting against the vicious creatures known as the Gopher, I beg of you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Love all your faces, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.